Subscribe to James the Sheriff Dixon, you motherfuckers.
What's going on, guys? James here to bring another video, and for this video, it's gonna be a different kind of video. So what you're about to listen to, it's gonna be like a podcast type thing. This isn't like my podcast. This is the Fun Times with the Sheriff, where I talk with like individual people about different stuff. This is gonna be like solely me. So I don't know what the title is yet, but this is a zombie series that I wrote way back when I was just starting high school, like just getting out of middle school and just starting high school. It's about me, my closest friends and family surviving the zombie apocalypse. Now it does have some Walking Dead content in it. Back when The Walking Dead was first starting up, that's when I started writing this. It's like heavily based off the Walking Dead stuff and other zombie related movies. So I just want to put it out there. Like, this is like I don't want to say it's like fan fiction. At the same time, it is, but at the same time, it isn't, because some of the stuff is my own ideas. So yeah, that's what I want to put out there. And I'm gonna be reading this in parts, between a half hour and 40 minutes. That's how long the video is gonna be, or I should say the audio. So yeah, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. This series is going to be called Russerction. I know there are other shows called Russerction, but that's the title that I finally decided on, this series. So with that, I hope you enjoy this series. This is episode 1 of season 1. There are 8 episodes in season 1, more in the following seasons. So with that, sit back, relax. I have my bourbon. You get something for yourself to enjoy, and let's dive into some zombie lore. So, Russerction, season 1, episode 1, the beginning. That's the title. So, this is going to be taking place of March 2011. That's all I have to say before we jump right into this. So let's go. So, March 18th, 2011, 8:45 a.m., Wisconsin. It's a Wisconsin CDC. Scientists, they're the scientists working. Scientist 1, I finally did it. I can't believe it. Scientist 2, you can't believe what? Scientist 1, I just found a cure for the most deadly cancer alive. Scientist 2, we got the cure to we got to get the cure to Washington D.C. right away. Then Scientist 1, Sarah, get the loading guy to get these to DC right away. I'm here to pick up a package. Scientist 1, here it is. Be extremely careful with it. That's the guy talking to the loading guy. I will. Just as he was getting to the door, another scientist bumped into him, which caused one of the vaccines to crash into the floor. A siren went off saying, "Alert, alert, a virus has broken out of the building." Again, I just want to point out, this is going to be my first time. This is a sidebar. This is my first time ever doing something like this. And this is way back when I was like a wee kid writing this, just being a freshman in 2011. So yeah, so sorry if it's like bad. It gets better. My writing gets way better. Back to the story. A siren went off saying, "Alert, alert, a virus has broken out of the building. Remain calm, the virus is not airborne yet." What the hell have you just done? Washington, D.C., 8:50 a.m. A lead CIA agent gives a report to the president's main general. He read the report and looked up with a surprised look on his face. "General, we need to evacuate the White House and get that." This is the general talking. "We need to evacuate the White House and get the president and chief of staff to the safe house. We've been planning for this kind of outbreak for a long time." Okay, so that was the opening. So now we're getting into like some of the more realistic stuff. So I'm not gonna like say the name of the high school on here for that sake, because I used my high school that I went to. So I'm just gonna say it's high school, and I'm not gonna say like any full names. So yeah, because I have that in my notes here. So it's a high school in Redford. So that's all I'm gonna say. And it's 9 a.m. and it's a teacher named Mr. Smith. That's the name I used. So classroom. So who can tell me who won World War II? All of a sudden, another teacher came bursting into the room saying, "Turn the TV on." Also, before it gets any further, I am going to be like in this me and my two best friends lead the group, so I just want to say that. So like when I say my name or two other people's names, those are my two best friends. All of a sudden, another teacher came bursting into the room saying, "Turn the TV on to channel 2 now." Why? Why should I? Just walked over. Mr. B, I'm going to call the other teacher Mr. B, and the first one, Mr. S, just walked over. Mr. B just walked over to the TV and turned it on. It was already on channel 2. The news, as we see here, there has been a warning that a harsh that a virus has broke out. We have footage here of what the virus does to you. If it showed a guy that was just bitten by what seemed like a normal man from a distance, but here's what happened to him as scientists came on the air. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Scientist. The virus kills you, but that is not all what it does. If you are scratched, bitten, or get the victim's blood in your nose, ears, or eyes, you will turn into what we call zombies, just like the ones in all of those zombie movies. All of that info is true. You will kill the zombie through the brain, and the brain only. The news lady interrupted him saying, "The virus is deadly, so people don't try and go to kill these zombies." After the TV went off, Mr. Smith started to block the windows. I just said his name. It doesn't matter. And started to push his closet in front of the door. Mr. V walked to his room and started doing the same thing. A few doors down, Miss J started to block her doors too. As they were doing that, I stood up and started walking towards. When I say I, that's me talking. So I stood up and started walking to the doors. Mr. S, James, sit back down and help us board up these doors and blacken out these windows. No, I'm leaving. You can't stop me. I've seen every zombie movie out there, and I know what's going to happen. As Mr. S went back to work, I walked out the classroom and into Miss C's classroom. Mr. S wants to see Anthony for a moment. Miss C, all right, James. Anthony, you may go. Anthony stood up and walked towards the door, and we went to go find Robert. Both are best friends. That's what it says in my writing. Okay, again, as you can tell, very invigorating writing. Anthony, I know. Anthony, it's happening. I know. I heard it off of Mr. S TV. That's when I knew you would come and save me before the whole world ends. Yeah, I know. Finally. Robert, he's in that classroom. Let's hurry and get him so we can get the hell out of here. After we got Robert, we all went to our lockers. Anthony's locker was first. In his locker, he had 2 baseball bats, a kitchen knife, and a kitchen knife. Then we went to Robert's locker. He only had a baseball bat. Then we went to my locker. Inside it had a handgun with 1 clip of ammo attached, and I also had 2 butcher's knives, and then a pair of hedge clippers. After I put all my weapons on, I pulled out I have a full leather trench coat. It's called a leather duster, and we started to walk down the hall, walking towards the exit. And as we got outside, we could see a lot of cars trying to leave the city. We could also see people eating each other, and the roads, on the roads and on the sidewalks. Wow, if you hear me struggling, you can speak us again. Wow. The sooner we get out of here, the better. Just then a zombie saw us and started to come near us. I raised my gun and shot it 2 times in the head. You guys should hit it more than once to really kill it. Just Just as we were starting to kill more zombies, the zombies started to enter the school. That's when the last zombie entered the school. We all went up to the school and locked all the doors and windows so no more zombies could get in or out. Just as we were locking the last door up, we turned around and noticed a group of zombies running by, chasing people. Half of the group stopped and saw me, Anthony, and Robert at the school doors entrance. I counted how many there were that were staring at us. I counted 20. Then I opened my handgun. 7 bullets left in the ammo clip. This is Anthony speaking now. How many bullets do you have in your gun, James? 7. Let's make these bullets count, I said as the zombies started to run towards us. Me, Anthony, and Robert started to run to the group of the zombies coming at us. I aimed the gun at the zombie closest to us, and down it went. I aimed the gun at the zombie closest to us, and down it went. We need to find a car fast. And now, Anthony, there are cars parked in the parking lot behind the school. We better get there now. As we were walking down the sidewalk to get to the parking lot, Anthony and Robert used their bats to kill a couple of zombies. Just as we turned the corner of the building to the parking lot, there was a man with a shotgun walking towards us who looked like he was bitten or scratched. We couldn't tell because of all the blood. Whoa, 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 I said as I was holding up my arms. Anthony and Robert were gripping their bats. The man, don't you come any closer or I'll blow your goddamn heads off. He shouted at us. James, were you just trying to get to a car so we can get out of here? I said as we took a step closer to the man. As we did so, he loaded his action shotgun as he did that. We all backed up. I said, Anthony, I and Anthony gave each other head nods as he went behind his, what the fuck? I and Anthony gave each other head nods as he gave me his knife behind his back. Okay, there we go. Listen, we just need to go. The man, you need to shut up. That's what you need to do. Now listen here. I'm going to kill you and your friends and take your weapons and hijack a car. He pointed his gun at Anthony just as he fired his gun. Oh, excuse me again. I'm sorry for your audio listeners. The knife went straight to the guy. Oh, he pointed his gun at Anthony just as he fired his gun. I jumped through the knife and pushed Anthony away from the bullet just on time. The bullet hit a zombie just as it was about to attack us. The knife went straight to the guy's neck, and he dropped his gun as he hit the ground, and blood came out through his skull, and a box of bullets fell out of his arm as he hit the ground. I got up off the ground and held out my hand to Anthony as I helped him stand up. Robert was looking around the corner to see if there were more zombies coming. He could see a big group of them starting to form at the door. Thanks for saving me, that Anthony said. You're welcome, I said. Robert, you guys can have time to make up when you're in the car. Now, let's get the hell out of Redford. That's the name of the city. I don't care about saying the name of the city. As we were going to the nearest car, I stopped to look at the man on the ground. I bent down to pick up the shotgun and looked at the ground to get the case of bullets lying on the ground, and found the case the guy was carrying. And I also picked up the knife killed the man with. And I went to the black pickup truck the other guys were at. They were trying to find a way to hijack it without breaking the windows. As I was coming to help, I noticed a key that went to the truck lying next to the guy I killed on the ground. I picked that up, locked the door. Anthony got the shotgun, and I started to climb into the driver's seat. I put the shotgun down in between. Wait, what? Anthony got in, and I started to climb into the driver's seat. I put the shotgun down in between the seats, started the car, and we were off. Robert, okay, we need to go south. There are not that much people down there. That's where we're safe. No, Robert. This is Anthony talking now. No, Robert. Everyone knows that there are less houses in the north because of the farmland, so we are going north. As they were arguing, I told them what I'm going to do. You two shut up. Me and my family had a plan if this ever happened, and the plan was we go north to my uncle's house, and the house has a generator. So if the power goes out, we use the generator. Understand? Anthony and Robert both stopped talking as I pulled onto the freeway. As I was driving, I looked out the windshield, and you could see the chaos happening outside. People stealing things from stores, people killing people, and you could see zombies feasting on people in the middle of the street. You could smell the blood of the people as the zombies were eating them. And there were explosions coming from the buildings that the cars were being driven into. What? Why did you drive off the highway? That's Anthony talking. Because there are a couple more bats and knives in my house that we can defend ourselves, and I can also get my animals, so to say. A couple of minutes later, I pulled into the driveway of my house. Okay, so that's pretty much where I can stop it. I know I said it's going to be a half hour, but let me see how much. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it there because this is just gonna be a test run. If this does well, then the other ones will be longer. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. So if you guys like what you've heard, I did have a website. I took it down because I have to re-upload all of these to it, but I will have a website for these all to be on. So yeah, if you guys like what you saw, please like and subscribe for more. This is James saying peace. I'll let Brandon Rogers take it from here.
Right. I just want to shout out an amazing channel, James the Sheriff Dixon. Oh, he's such a great guy, and he is super cool for coming to the show. I'm glad I got to meet him in person, and you should subscribe.